Difficult. Yeah, it was a pretty magic start. That's exactly what Australia would have been wanting.
And a lot of Indian fans, I was following what the fans were saying, they were saying not again at that stage. But just to give you an idea of how difficult it was, look at what his young opening partner went through. Connolly, Sonny, hit the first ball off the bat and then missed 7 in a row before he got an edge.
Well, that's what happens when you come at this level. You know, I mean, he's done well at the domestic level, but when you come to the international level, suddenly you find that it's a little bit notch higher, and the bowling is that much accurate, that much more lethal. Somebody as experienced as Shami, who's found his rhythm. He's running in hard, he's been bowling well, good pace, the seam still upright, not easy for anybody to play. Leave aside somebody relatively new to international cricket.
You said it was a bit hard on a young kid who's hardly ever opened the batting, but that's the Aussie way. They're not going to move everybody around to accommodate someone who's just come into the side. So everyone kept their batting positions, especially Steve Smith. That innings of 73, he took his chances, Ados, but I just thought it was a typical Smith, very composed innings.
What I love about one-day cricket is it still brings in very skillful elements of batting and batsmanship.
Yes.
You can't just afford to go out there and blaze away. He had to think about how he was going to construct his innings. He had to think about whom he had to actually bat with at the time in challenging conditions. We'll soon find out how challenging, but a superb knock from Captain Steve Smith.
Yeah, and watching Smith, watching Kohli, watching a little bit of Joe Root, this 50-over game is saying, look, it's a nice little mix between the test game and the 20-over game. It's allowing the great players to show how good they can be.
Yes, and they can play, you know, they can start playing risk-free cricket, which is what they do at the highest level, which is the test format, and then slowly open up. And that's what we saw with Steve Smith as well. The fact that all three names that you took of superb runners between the wickets means that, you know, they can keep the scoreboard rotating with singles, maybe the odd two. And that was the essence of Steve Smith's batting today, risk-free. When he played the lofted shot, it was between the two fielders. So he wasn't looking to hit the boundary, he was looking to get 2 runs. Very clever batting, just chipping the ball, not looking to hit the ball hard. If you hit the ball hard, sometimes you're not in control. The bat swing can be such, but where you're chipping the ball, you're very much in control.
There was a phase, Ados, when Alex Carey came out to bat, when you thought, wow, 300 might be on here. He's just in such tremendous form.
Isn't he what? It started when you think back to it in Sri Lanka. His 100 in Galle in that first test match, superb. Now some would say that it's been a disadvantage to Australia now having to play here in Dubai. So having that performance in Sri Lanka has enabled him to open up his offside scoring options, using the pace or lack of pace in this case to his advantage, talking of skills, and then his sweep shots have been really powerful. So a superb class act from Carey, who was silky smooth today.
Yeah, what would have frustrated Australia with Carey batting the way he did? I thought he was magnificent, getting 61 as quickly as he did. Was they needed then? It was set up for Maxwell, wasn't it? Now, as an Aussie, you've seen Maxwell play some incredible innings, and you've seen the 6 and out kind of affair today.
Well, Harsha, we were on air, Sonny, you as well, and we were looking down the barrel of 280 plus. When you think about when Smith got out on 198 and then